I just woke up, so bear with me. You can see right over there, my bed. That's where I was sleeping for most of the race. Very comfortable bed, I'm not gonna lie. Some comfortable pillows. The sound of the engines were pretty soothing, so it kind of, just helped me just... Oh boy, Texas. Well, how do I start this video? This race was, well, imagine watching paint dry in the middle of a desert in 100-degree weather. And yeah, it's pretty bad. Now, I usually would explain the clip and then show, what I'm talking about. But right at the beginning of the race, I'm just going to let Rick Allen just go ahead, buddy. So here you go.
Two, and already up the racetrack they go. It looks like the 4 had to go up the racetrack. 4 in the 18.
Rick, it was never the 4 car. It was the 2. First lap of the race, he's already making mistakes. Oh, that's how you knew it was going to be a bad day. That was pretty hilarious. But yeah, Keselowski and Kyle Busch got a little bit of contact. They both had to come down pit road. Kyle Busch's day was pretty much kind of like him winning the race was pretty much done because his right front fender, like part of it just was off. And with the new rules, you can't replace the fender with like new sheet metal. You can only use like basically bare bond and duct tape, so that's not going to do anything when part of the car is just missing. You can't like put tape on something that's missing. So Kyle Busch's day was pretty much done from that point. Not like running well, but winning the race, that was done. So you couldn't be able to do that. And then the rest of the stage was just, nothing happened. There was no cautions. Just kind of went green from there. So the results: Harvick wins stage 1 with Truex, Hamlin, Larson, Kurt Busch, Eric Jones, Kenseth, Blaney, Austin Dillon, and Suarez. I don't know what to say. There's no real points implications there either. Harvick doing what he has to do. Hamlin, doing what he has to do. Blaney's in there as well. Truex, he's basically locked in. So, I really have nothing to talk about. Stage 2, I got the results for that one too. So you see Kyle Larson wins it with Kevin Harvick and Blaney. So Harvick and Blaney really being able to, they have to just do well in the stages because one name you don't really see here is Brad Keselowski. And Harvick and Blaney are trying to catch Keselowski technically for that 4th spot at this moment in the race. So very important for those guys to run well. Truex doing what he has to do. Chase Elliott, points don't really matter for him anymore, so he just needs to win. So he didn't win today, so he only has 1 shot. That's going to be a Phoenix. Denny Hamlin still doing what he needs to do. Kurt Busch and Kenseth, Eric Jones, and Austin Dillon around the top 10 in stage 2. Nothing happened. Now, from this moment to like 60 laps to go, I was asleep. I fell asleep in my bed. I didn't know what was going on. I woke up when Kyle Larson smacked the wall. Larson had a pretty good car most of the race, but he just smacked the wall. Track position was huge in this race. The dirty air, I'll get into that a little bit later. Air was terrible. I got a cool little clip of Dale Earnhardt Jr. spraying a water bottle into a camera. I'm telling you, I really have nothing to talk about. It's bad when Dale Earnhardt Jr. is just, that's what I'm showing. Just him, he's bored. He's just chilling, spraying some water on a camera. And then the end of the race would come along, and it would be Kevin Harvick versus Martin Truex Jr. And at this moment, I was thinking to myself, I haven't seen Kevin Harvick close out a race in a while, so I didn't know if he'd be able to pass Truex, but with lap traffic and just Harvick being the better car, he was able to get around Truex. Eventually, he should have been much quicker, but because Texas is a god-awful track, it took him a while, but he did get around Truex. He would go ahead and win the race and lock himself into the round of 4. Martin Truex Jr. would also lock himself in based on points. There's literally no way, it is mathematically impossible that he will miss out Homestead, so Truex Jr. is locked into Homestead as well on points. Harvick's locked in. Kyle Busch is locked in. And I think 4th place at the moment is Brad Keselowski. And then after that, it is, I think, Denny Hamlin in 5th, then Ryan Blaney, then the 2 Hendrick guys, and Elliott and Jimmy. Jimmy Johnson today had a stinker of a race. He was awful. That is the best way to say it. He finished somewhere around 27th, I think. And he was terrible. 3 laps down early. Part of that was because of a vibration he had to pit for, but Chad Canales not making the right calls with wave rounds and stuff like that. And they were awful. They were just way off the pace, and they were just very bad. There's nothing else to say. The race itself was terrible. Now, I don't feel like I need to rant on it because, well, I will rant on one thing. I don't know how well Texas is going to age, because turn 1 and 2 is so wide. I was just thinking to myself, like, even in 5 years from now, like, I don't see how Texas is going to be an entertaining race. You want close racing, and 1 and 2 at Texas is, like, wider than anything I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't understand what they were going for. I'm very confused on what they were trying to do with Texas. I don't think it's going to age very well. It just doesn't. I just don't get it. Everyone today was running around the bottom. Dirty Air was just, oh my god. I mean, I watched for like 30 laps straight. Austin Dillon running in front of Truex running in front of Denny Hamlin running in front of Chase Elliott running in front of like Matt Kenseth or something, or Eric Jones, one of the two, and they were all within like 0.2 of each other, and for 30 laps straight, nobody passed each other. They were all just riding behind each other. It was horrible. So yeah, the car, horrible. The track, horrible. The race, horrible. I mean, I got nothing to talk about. Like, there was no good racing. I guarantee the drivers probably didn't like it either. I mean, when you have to run around the bottom all the time, you can't fight your way on the outside. It's a 1.5 mile track. You get in dirty air. I mean, I wish I could say I want more short tracks, but it's not going to happen because the 1.5 miles, ISC owns all of them. They make a lot of money. I mean, there's no way NASCAR is going to take dates away from these guys from the ISC. So that's International Speedway Corp, if you guys don't know. But yeah, it's they're not. I mean, we're stuck with this. Like, we want more short tracks. Everyone wants more short tracks, but NASCAR's a money-making machine. I mean, if you looked at the grandstands today, that was by far one of the worst attendances I've ever seen. Like, that was horrible. But Brian France will spin it in a way where he says it's fine. So, well, everything's, rainbows and unicorns around here in the NASCAR world, even though it's not at all. So we move on to Phoenix, and 3 of the top 4 spots are already locked in. Who do I think is going to get to the final spot? Right now, Keselowski's in there. I don't see the Hendrick cars winning, so I don't think Chase or Jimmy are going to get in. I don't see Ryan Blaney doing anything at Phoenix. I don't think he's going to get in. Denny Hamlin, maybe, but I haven't seen Denny Hamlin have race-winning speed, so I don't think so. So I honestly think Keselowski's going to get in on points. I think that's what's going to happen, but I don't know. I hope Chase Elliott can bring a good car and maybe go out there and try to win, because the 24 has had good speed. Not today, but the 24 has had good speed in many of the playoff races. Maybe Elliott can contend for a win, but I don't see it, so I'm going to pick Brad Keselowski to get in there. And yeah, I'll just keep reminding myself that that Martinsville incident is still going to piss me off. And then Homestead is right around the corner. Homestead is probably the only 1.5 mile track that I really like. It is the best, in my opinion, the best 1.5 mile in NASCAR by far. It's not even close. One of the best tracks in NASCAR. I love Homestead. Not just because of my home track, just because the way the track is configured, it's not like a normal 1.5 mile track with the banking and how it works. It just creates some awesome-ass racing, and I really like that. And yeah, so hopefully that's the one 1.5 mile track that we don't lose. But everyone else, you can kick rocks. Like, I just don't care about 1.5 mile tracks anymore. Like, they are horrible to watch. Like, just abysmal, especially with this car. Maybe if we had a better car, maybe it'd be a little bit better. But damn, 1.5 mile tracks lately, like the past couple of years, have been atrocious. Like, goddamn. Guys, comment down below and let me know what you thought of the race. I mean, it was just, yeah. I mean, I just don't know what to talk about. I'm sorry. You guys comment down below. I have no clue what to talk about. It was a bad race, and we'll just move on to Phoenix, I guess. I'll see you guys later. Hope you're having a great day. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. Like, subscribe, all that. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Even if I tried, even if I wanted to, and I can't change. Even if I try, my love, she keeps me warm.